I'm Tessa Smith with MamasGeeky.com. And thank you so much, Brady, for taking the time today. I super appreciate it.
I watch your videos.
Do you?
On YouTube. Yes, you did a Good Boys review.
Yeah, I did. I love that movie.
I know. I remember that. Right when the trailer came out, you were like one of the first people to do a reaction video on it.
Well, that's exciting. Yeah, I thought that movie. I've watched it so many times, but we're here for another movie.
Yeah,
But I know this is amazing. That's so exciting. So thank
totally
you.
remember that. That was from like 3 years ago, and I totally remember it because you were like one of the first ones. So I was like, she's a real one.
Yes, I love it. So I'd love to know what it feels like to be part of this iconic franchise of Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
It's incredible. It's something that I'm super grateful for, and just to be part of such a humongous franchise is just such a blessing and almost like a childhood dream come true.
It's really cool. And like we love Diary of a Wimpy Kid anyway, but we just watched this animated version and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I appreciated it as like an adult, and even knowing the story, I thought I like watching this version of the story again. And so I would love to know what you did to like prepare for this role. Had you already been a fan of Wimpy Kid, or how did that come about?
Yes, I grew up with Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the live action, and even the books when I was very young. And it's something that I've always loved and something that I always were attached to. So when the audition approached me, I was very excited, and not even the fact that I was auditioning for this incredible role, but just the fact that they were making another movie also made me very excited. And yeah, like sooner or later, a couple auditions later, I ended up booking it, and we made the movie, and I'm super happy how it turned out.
Would you ever have like imagined you would be a part of this?
No. That's like if you told me like I'm gonna be like a new Spider-Man like in 2 years. Like,
hey, it could happen. Put it out there. Put it out there.
Put it out there. No, but that would be great. I'm just like it's surreal almost. It's awesome.
It's so cool that this is coming to Disney Plus. It feels like such a good platform for something like this, especially as hopefully they really continue. I know there's going to be one more, and then maybe more and more and more and more. So is this something you like would totally dedicate like years to?
Of course. I think the franchise is incredible, and there's a lot of stories to tell, especially with Greg. And since we're so deep into production of the second movie already, I wouldn't see why we wouldn't make other ones. I mean, I feel like that would be incredible.
Well, so I'd love to know how you would describe Greg.
I would describe Greg as your typical middle school kid who's just trying to fit in and trying to figure out who his friends are and where he wants to be in life. And I feel like that's kind of where everyone discovers themselves and meets their real friends is middle school. And I feel like Jeff Kennedy did a great way of displaying really what middle school is like, because I feel like everyone can connect with the characters, and because we all went to middle school, we all went through the same stuff. So I feel like everyone can connect to all the characters and middle school, no matter what age you are.
You think you're a little bit like Greg at all?
I think I can relate to Greg on a friendship level. I do have a friend like Raleigh of mine, who I kind of is my best friend that I always hang out with, and I do relate to him on that. And also I like how it shows that he's not just like your typical main character who's just like this superhero who does everything right all the time, never does wrong. It shows that he's human, that he messes up, and that he's a kid. And I think that's great, and it really shows a lot of character.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about it is that, I watch it I have two girls who are 8 and 10, and I can be like, look, it's okay to make mistakes. Like everybody does, so it's nice to have something that feels very real and relatable. So what would you hope that kids take away from the show or from the movie?
I hope that people take away the message of friendship, and to not take for granted your true friends, and definitely not trying to be someone that you're not. I think that's very important, and that if you don't find people who like you for who you are, you're just hanging out with the wrong people.
It's a very, very, very good advice. I like that advice a lot because it's true. I think we all have those people in our life that, aren't exactly good for us. We'll put it that way. Yeah. So I know that you did a lot of this, or the whole thing, even during the pandemic. Was that true?
We filmed all of it through the pandemic, and we got shut down for a while. But luckily we were Disney putting guidelines in place, and I felt very safe and comfortable to continue filming. And we made the film, and I'm super happy with it. I really am.
I was talking to Jeff earlier, and he was saying that you guys didn't even get to record together. None of you did? You all recorded yourselves?
We didn't meet in person, nothing. We met over Zoom. We didn't even have a joint session, nothing.
Because I said that's such a testament to the writing and the editing and your performances, because it feels like you guys were in a room together. Like you would never know
Yeah.
that you were completely separated. That's crazy. Was that like a challenge for you? How did you channel that when you had no one to really play off of?
Yeah, I mean, luckily we had our script supervisor who read with me, and he was great. He was incredible to read with. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty easy when I put myself into the shoes of Greg, and I kind of reacted how I thought Greg would react to certain things, and I feel like it came out pretty natural.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Now, this is your first like voice acting? Is that true?
Yes, this is my first voiceover animation that I've done, except for like ADR work for live actions. But yeah, and it's super excited, and just to start off on such a big role and such a big franchise, it's a great start.
Yeah, it's definitely a good start. I can't wait to see where you go with all this, plus more live action stuff. Of course, I'm sure we'll see you in. But what was like the main differences for you in doing like live action versus this voiceover? Do you have a preference? Are they both fun?
They're both amazing. I like the concept that I can wear sweatpants and a sweatshirt to work when I'm doing voiceovers. But no, when it comes down to performance itself, I don't really change much. I kind of pretend like there's a camera in front of me, so I really get that tone and that realness in my voice. So if I have to run in a scene, I'll run in place, or jump if I have to jump. And if I'm in an emotional scene, I will actually get emotional, just so you really hear it in my voice. I don't really change much. I try to keep the same professionalism throughout, even if I'm in front of the camera or behind the microphone. That's
So like, so is it like a workout that, when you're doing like the running scenes, you're really like,
yeah, I'm sweating like profusely, and I no, no, but yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. It's something that I'm really looking forward to continuing in my career.
awesome. Well, I can't wait to watch all the rest of these because I know there's going to be a whole ton of them. Hopefully we just keep going and going. And I super appreciate you taking the time today. And we really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a lot of fun.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you so much to all of my monetary supporters, my members here on YouTube, as well as my patrons. If you haven't joined yet, please consider doing so. We have some really awesome perks, including a monthly Zoom meeting where we get to talk face to face. Thank you again to everyone who supports me.